If you're looking to buy a home in the future, there's a lot of things to think about and a lot of things to consider. So in today's lesson, what I want to do is break down for you the 5 most essential things that you need to consider before you buy a home. Hey, it's Robert Weinberg, and on this channel we empower people to take control of their future through expert mortgage and financial strategies. In today's lesson, I want to talk to you about the 5 most essential things that I believe you should be considering before you're actually going to move forward with buying a home. Now, if you're buying your home with a spouse, a significant other, or somebody else, these are things that you're going to want to really sit down and talk to them about and come to terms together on the answers to these questions. So the first thing is, let's talk about your budget. Let's talk about your expenses. Now, what can you comfortably afford? What are you paying in rent right now? Is your budget tight with that rent payment, or are you flexible? Are you comfortable with that? What type of payment do you feel that you could comfortably afford on a monthly basis? Now, when you're getting a mortgage and you're purchasing a property, you're going to want to understand that a mortgage payment is typically going to include your property taxes, your homeowner's insurance, and if it's applicable, flood insurance in that total monthly mortgage payment. So you want to really think about what that's going to be, and that's something that you could share with your lender of where you feel comfortably you could afford when you're moving forward and applying for your pre-approval and or your pre-qualification to purchase a property. Now, the other thing that you want to also realize and understand up front is that the property that you purchase may not be perfect. There may be improvements that need to be done to that property. There might be some renovations that need to be done. So you want to budget for that up front. You want to think about what can you afford from an improvement or renovation standpoint. And if the answer is nothing, then that's okay, but understand that up front, that you don't have any flexibility with improvements or renovations, so that you need to get a property that's going to be move-in ready and ready to go right away without having to do those other things. The next thing that you want to think about is schools and neighbors. Now, if you have children, obviously it's going to be top of mind. What are the school systems like? You can find a lot of the information online about the school ratings and whatnot. If you don't have kids now, but you will in the future, or that's the plan, you definitely want to take that into consideration. The other thing is neighbors. So some areas have neighbors right on top of each other and you're living like 10 feet from somebody else, and other places you might be not even able to see your neighbor. You might have complete privacy. You want to think about that up front. If you're in an apartment setting right now, or you live right next to somebody else and you don't like that, then that's something that you're going to want to share with your real estate agent, when you're actually looking at properties, to make sure that you're going to be able to fulfill that need of your neighbors and their proximity. The other little tip I'll give you is go to a property that you're looking to buy at night. A lot of the time at night, you're going to see different things than during the day, because during the day, people may be at work and there's not a lot going on. But if you go and drive through that neighborhood you're looking to buy in at night, you might get a better idea of what the noise level is. Are the neighbors partying? Is there anything crazy going on that you should know about, with your neighbors? That may influence, your ability and your wantingness to buy in a specific area. So think about the neighbors and the proximity to your new property. The third thing here that I think you want to consider before buying a home is the layout of the home. Do you need a large pantry? Are you somebody that's always in the kitchen? You want a really big kitchen? Or do you need a first floor master suite for whatever reason? So think about the layout of the home and what you're looking for. 1 floor versus 2 floor and that sort of thing. These are important considerations that you want to know to really help narrow down what properties are going to be of most interest to you. Also, the location and proximity. So, some people, it's really important that they're near their family. They want to be within 30 minutes of a family member or whatnot for many reasons. Maybe there's a health issue that you want to be able to help with. Maybe you do have kids and you want family to be able to help out with them. So the location of your new property versus where your family or where certain people are might be very important to you. And the other thing is your job. You got to think about commutes. Do you really want to be commuting an hour or two each way? Is that realistic for you? Even if you found the perfect property, is that going to add to your stress level? Or maybe you're somebody that says, I cannot be more than 30 or 40 minutes from my job. So that'll really help you to understand the proximity of a property that you're looking to buy and really outline the areas that are going to make sense for you versus ones that are beyond what you're willing to forego based on that location. And last but not least is paperwork. So, of course, when you're getting a mortgage, there's paperwork involved. You want to just make sure and consider that you have everything available for your lender when you go to get pre-approved. Make sure you've got recent paycheck stubs, bank statements available, divorce decrees, and any type of legal documents that you may need. Have those at the ready or at least able to be accessed so that when you move forward with getting pre-approved, you can get that information to your lender in a timely fashion. And as I always say, you want to get pre-approved as early as possible. Even if you're 6 or 12 months out from being ready to purchase a home, get with a lender, get with a mortgage advisor as early as you can so that you know what's going to be entailed in the process, so that you know if there's things you need to work on your credit or income or things of that nature. Maybe there's debt that you can pay down that will allow you to qualify for a better mortgage. Maybe there's additional money that you need to save in order to get into that price point that's going to give you the property that you're really looking for. So I hope that this helps. I appreciate you watching. If it's your first time here, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button, and also click the bell so you get notified on all of our future content. You can, of course, follow me throughout social media on all my channels. And if I can be of assistance to you or anyone you know, please go ahead and call, text my office, or private message me directly. Hope it helps. We'll talk to you soon, and take care.